Hey, what's up? What's good? Today we are going to look at the next season of anime. This is a video that I used to make every season when the channel was active. I thought it was quite a lot of fun. We would look at trailers together, and then I would get copyright strikes, and then I would have to edit them out, and I would have to render the file like 5 times because I didn't know what I was doing. That part was less fun. But it was a good opportunity to kind of like go through the shows and, and to take some guesses about what they might be like. And it was a great opportunity for people to recommend me shows too, like things that I said, this looks stupid. And then people would say, no, it's actually going to be great. And then I would probably still not watch it because I'm lazy. So yeah, we'll take a look at Chart. I haven't looked. Oh my! Oh, it's already crazy. I didn't know this was airing next season. I thought this was airing like late 2019, but no. Okay, all right, already fantastic. Great news right off the bat. I don't know what these are sorted by. Oh, popularity. Okay, that's a fine way to do it. Yeah. Whew. I wonder. I wonder how far this is gonna go. The first season, I predicted the ending point pretty accurately. It seemed like a very natural place for it to stop. But the second season, I can't really think of an equivalent moment. There's some pretty major arcs that end with like big climactic battles that they could use, but the arcs that I'm thinking of aren't as like consequential for the overall story as the big battle that they ended. Well, the big battle that they ended season one on. So if they wanted to wait to kind of like go back to that main thread, then they would have to go even further. I hope they don't skip arcs or skip major developments. The first season kind of rearranged a few things, and I was actually really impressed with how they did it. I think it really flowed very nicely, and it kind of combined a couple kind of like B stories and one-shot stories in a way that I thought was great. So I don't mind them doing stuff like that, but I don't want them to skip anything. I'd love to see this entire manga animated. But this is great. Oh, this is a great start to this season. Um, Bones is doing it again. They did a fantastic job with season one. I really hope they put the same passion and energy and creativity into it. Most adaptations you can kind of get away with just like showing the panels animated, which is lazy, but sure. With one's drawings, there's kind of a much more of a need to interpret and to bring it to life. Not that his drawings lack life, but they lack, detail. um, so they really were creative in all the different ways that they depicted like the fight scenes and kind of the emotional energy and the comedic scenes and oh, I can't wait. Okay, great start. Definitely picking this up. Oh, I'm kind of excited for this too. I didn't watch this when it first aired because it looked like super edgy and I knew it was like something to do with gambling, but I didn't think it would be like, Fukumoto gambling. But then I watched a bunch of it at my friend's place not too long ago, and I was actually really impressed. It's super fun. It's super intense and insane, and it really gets into that like insanity at the heart of gambling that Fukumoto will sometimes get into too. But whereas Fukumoto kind of like arrives at this inherent degeneracy and unnatural demonicness of gambling through kind of logic and analysis and kind of more like detached, impartial reasoning. This is kind of like the opposite direction, that it starts with just like madness and it starts with like chaos and you don't understand what's happening and all the characters are like super over the top and unreasonable. And then it like starts working in, you're like, oh, this is actually kind of interesting, like the gamble they're doing. So I don't know. I gotta finish watching the first season, but I hopefully will be able to do that in time to watch the second season. I'm assuming this is also going to be like a Netflix thing, where it's all just gonna like come out at once, which I hate, but whatever. Um, yeah, okay, it's exciting. It still is pretty edgy though. I wish it was less edgy. It's fun though. I have no idea what this is. This looks like Isekai. Uncharismatic otaku, hit by a truck, summoned to a parallel universe. Oh, it's Shield Hero. Okay, yeah. I've heard this is like good as far as Isekai goes, but it's like very, very just Isekai. I don't really care. I don't know. Could it be good? Maybe? I don't know. This is like a real studio. Yeah, they did Made in Abyss. I was very impressed with that. Oh, they did Starlight. Yeah, like they've made good shows. I assume they picked this up for a reason. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be a guy running around fighting things in a fantasy world, and I just can't get excited for that. I never watched this, so I don't care. Oh, this is a series in Shonen Jump, isn't it? A few people told me to watch this. It sounds very interesting. It doesn't sound like a shonen series at all. It sounds like very kind of dark and mysterious and something that I would probably associate more with like the seinen works of like Urasawa or something. Um, I just said the word seinen out loud, and I feel like I've never tried to say it out loud before. And knowing what I know about Japanese, I'm pretty sure I did not pronounce it anywhere near closely to correct. So please feel free to call me out and make fun of me in the the comments below. Yeah, see, like this is pretty interesting to me. This seems like it has a lot of potential. But the fact that it is in Shonen Jump, I feel like kind of puts a limit on how crazy it could be. But then again, Shonen Jump has stuff like Yu Yu Hakusho, which has some very dark themes and violent themes and stuff. So I don't know. Who's doing the adaptation? Cloverworks. This I've heard is yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is where I heard of them before. They collaborated with um, Studio Trigger to make possibly my least favorite Studio Trigger show. That's a sneak preview of some of the hot takes you'll be getting when I make my animes of 2018 video. I heard this was like really low budget, and this is really low budget, and this I assume is low budget. So, oh, but they made Slow Start. I love Slow Start. Okay, I don't know. Might watch this. I could see myself getting talked into watching this because I am quite curious about it. Or ideally, I would just read the manga on the channel, so that could happen too. Kaguya Shinomiya and Yuki Shirogane are members of the extremely prestigious. Oh no. Wait. This is Kaguya-sama Wants to Be Confessed To, right? This is another one that I know the manga gets really good reviews. I think it's one of like the top rated anime or one of the top rated manga on Manga Dex. But I don't know, I'm just not that interested. It's like really het. It kind of looks like they're going harem-y. It's like girl, MC, friend of MC, and then back here, probably more girls. I don't know. It seems like kind of a fun premise. You know, like the fact that it's from the start, it's like you acknowledge that they both have feelings for each other, which is something that happens in a lot of harem. But here it's like really foregrounded, I would assume, and there's like lots of jokes and comedy around the fact that they can't just take that one last step. It sounds like fun. Boogie Pop Wara Wanai. This sounds really familiar. Boogie Pop. Light novel series. I don't know anything about this though. I just was... The name sounded familiar. That's all I can say. There's like another anime, I guess. Way back in 2000. Wow, okay. Huh. And then 19 years later, they do another adaptation? That's cool. When something like that happens, if it happens in the West, like if Hollywood does it, I'm like, oh, cash grab. But with Japanese media, for some reason, I often have the opposite reaction, where I'm like, oh, they really want to do it justice. They must really love this series and want to like do it to their best ability. Especially if it's Madhouse, like a studio like Madhouse doing it. I actually have a lot of confidence if it's a remake or something. It's kind of funny. Whereas it's literally the exact opposite with Hollywood. I'm like, oh, this is going to be trash with nothing interesting about it. Oh, Madhouse is so good. But I don't know. I'm not that interested. The premise doesn't make it seem like something I would like. And these tags, no. All right. Dororo. Oh, this is another legendary manga. Um, which I guess hasn't really been adapted, even though it's an old manga. Um, way back from the 60s. This is a Tezuka manga that I don't know too much about. It hasn't like hit the legendary status of like Astro Boy, Phoenix, Blackjack, where basically can't not know about it. Um, oh, this is like a Star Universe character. Yeah, this guy's in Blackjack and Phoenix too. So this could be interesting. Mappa usually does really good stuff, and the Tezuka company is pretty judicious with their licenses. Generally, I think. Um, so there's lots of reasons to think this is good. I don't know. I'm not too excited though. Oh yes, this is a guy with no arms, legs. I think I read a bit of this. The localization was in a chapters once when I was a kid. Well, I don't know, kid like a teenager or something, and I read some of it. Um, wow, it got adapted once in the 60s, and now 30 years later, Mappa's taking another crack at it. That's cool. See, it's cool. It's cool if Japan does it. What's this? Domestic na Kanojo. It's another manga adaptation. Never heard of this though. It looks like a shoujo sort of thing. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Meh. Meh. Eh. Uh, poor high school second year. His pupils are his classmates and they're quintuplets. Wow, they put the stutter in the description? No. Revisions. Oh. Central area of Shibuya rises up and is transported at least 300 years in the future. It's post-apocalyptic stuff. No. 3D Kanojo. Do I know anything about this show? I was like aware it exists, but I don't think I knew anyone who watched it or know anything about it, so I will not watch the sequel. You notice that all of the magical girl shows, before a magical girl show poster would have 5 girls standing around like this. Like if we look at Precure poster. Well, Precure is a little crazy, but something like this, you know? They're arranged in like a circle. They're all facing towards the oh god, it's a lot of Precure. But nowadays, it seems like all of these edgy magical girl shows, they're like piled up like this, and they're all looking at something off camera, which suggests much more like conflict, I guess. There's something. There's either going to be some sort of demon here, or there's like appearance of a demon, and they have to turn around and fight each other because of something. I'm so sick of shows like this. I really am. Well, why did Madoka have to be such a smash hit? I love Madoka, but it should have failed financially. They should have been discouraged from trying to rip off Madoka. The Magical Girls Special Ops, no. No, we're not going to be watching that. Ooh, Bang Dream, second season. I'm not really excited about this. I didn't watch Bang Dream, but I have some friends that are pretty into it. I have a friend who plays the Mobage a lot. He says it's the best rhythm Mobage. And I trust his takes on that sort of thing. So that's cool, and I'm glad it's getting another season for those fans. Also, I read a bunch of Yuri Jojinshi from this series that were quite nice, even though I didn't really understand them because I didn't know who the characters were. But so be more of that. So that's cool. The anime story is set on Narl Island, a continent which was started blah 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 blah. Girls, okay, good. Hero, okay. Okay. So it's not really isekai because it's just in this world, which I appreciate. There's no stupid male character for no reason. Character designs look pretty cute. Namori doing the character designs. Okay, that's why. That's why. Okay, I'm feeling myself be sold on this. Bit by bit, I can feel myself being sold on this. Studio Gokumi. That sounds familiar. I couldn't tell you what they've done though. Oh, I heard this was good. I kind of want to watch this. This is fine. It's not super budget though. These movies are actually quite high budget. There's some pretty flashy action scenes in the Yu shows. So, I think you can. Okay, all right. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling. Oh, Saki. Saki has some nice animation. I enjoy watching Saki quite a lot. Okay, okay. This one could be a big hit. Like, it really comes down to the characters, right? Um, so what do we got here? The body of a hero. Never ends because she's too serious. Cheerful. Loves to eat. Quiet otaku. All right, that sounds great. That's that sounds great. Oh, this looks crazy. Genius inventor is in the third grade, junior high, serves as head of the school science club, secretly falls in love with the members. Oh, that sounds like fun. I've never heard of this manga. Um, let's see if it's on the decks. Clumsy hero and gag comedy. Yeah, okay, this seems nice. Well, maybe I shouldn't read it, because maybe I'll just watch this. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What? This is actually airing? Whoo. Oh boy. Don't know what to think of this. Don't know what to think of this. So, original Kimono Friends, I'm a big fan of. Beautiful show, extremely unique show. And the director of it was very famously ousted from the whole project by Kadokawa, which is what this comment refers to. So I don't know if the magic is going to be gone already. Just looking at the poster, the character models like aren't quite the same, which makes me think they've redone the assets, which makes me think that Kadokawa has no idea what made Kimono Friends a success. Um, if it turns into like a much more generic big budget where things like wheels actually turn and people actually like move and stuff, I don't know if I can like it as much. It just would lose the charm. I think almost inherently it'll have to lose the charm because it made so much money. They either have to deliberately not spend the money, which kind of seems like calculated, or they will spend the money and then it'll change so much. I don't know, man. I'm really worried about this. At the same time, if my hopes are low for it, my hopes were non-existent for Kimono Friends, and I was, of course, blown away. So it could be good. I don't know. We're definitely gonna watch it. There's no way that I can't see at least. Yeah. So this, I'm pretty excited for this. I've been reading this manga. It's pretty, it's like a lot of like you just can't believe it really exists. Like they're just really doing it. And what it reminds me a lot of in that sense is one of the shows that Doga Kobo is doing this season. Oh yeah, we'll talk about this later. And show this show, Uchino made Uza Sugiru, which is the most insane depraved premise ever. Much more insane and depraved than this one. But it seems like Doga Kobo's philosophy is like the more depraved and niche and fetishy the subject matter is, the more budget and love and attention and passion they're going to put into the animation. This, I think, is like the best animated, best produced show that Doga Kobo has ever made, which is saying a lot because Doga Kobo is a fantastic studio when it comes to like character animation and liveliness and all those things that we love from Moe anime. Like they did Gabriel Dropout and New Game and Other season of new game, Sancho Sanyo, which had just crazy animation. Um, so I saw the trailer for this, and it seems like, yeah, like the more it shouldn't sell, the more money they spend on it, which sure, like if you want to do that, Doga Kobo, you go right ahead. If you want to just keep adapting all of these insane premises that delve way into pretty fetishy territory, just go for it. If you want to do oh, I can't think of what it's called. Yuzumori-san? Is that gonna be next? Yuzumori-san? They're already doing Senko. The sky's the limit. But you know, I'll say it about this series too. It actually has heart. These shows, even though the premises are crazy, even though they have like well, you know, you can read this just as well as I can. You can read this. Lolicon Muscle Maid. Um, even though they have those sorts of premises, there's a lot of heart. You know, you actually come to care about the characters. You actually have moments of drama and character development and interconnectivity between people that's like quite inspiring and heartwarming. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They're really doing it though. Doga Kobo, they're really out there. Uh, huh. Okay. This kind of sounds fun, I guess. I don't know. This is another manga I've never heard of. Let's see if it's on Mangadex. Oh, what the heck was that? Oh baby. Okay. Um, wow, this has really good reviews. And even though I've made fun of the My Anime List scores a ton, I found the manga dex scores are actually it's actually a pretty good indicator that if something's over a 9, there's like actually something really good going on there. Okay. Ooh, okay, I see how this works. It has like the human perspective and the cat perspective. That's fun. That's fun. My housemate is sometimes on my left, sometimes on my head. Okay, I don't know. This could be good. What studio is doing it? It doesn't say? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm looking at the manga. Zero G. Oh, okay. This is just a lot of stuff I haven't watched. And then this. Which I haven't watched, but I don't want to watch it. The other things, they could be okay. Okay. Girly Air Force. Oh no. Oh no. 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 You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 2 through 17 times with shows like this, shame on me. I'm not gonna get fooled the 18th time by something that has cute girls in the poster and a vague promise of action scenes and then just like completely falls apart and is like an ad for a MOBA gay or a terrible harem or some combination thereof. No, 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 no. You can't fool me 18 times, anime. Grimm's notes the animation. I don't know, it just looks like some shonen thing. Oh. This just sounds like it could be really weird. Which is kind of cool. Is this studio named after the girl from Boku no Hero Academia? Okay, so they did OG Kimono Friends, and they did Tessa Gray, which I haven't watched all of, but it is very, very fun. Tessa Gray is just like a 3D animated show where it's just the voice actors like sitting around and chatting and improvising stuff. They just hang out and then they animate it. It's pretty great. So yeah, this is a consideration. The premise is like so empty of content, especially this. This feels like very haunting for some reason. Survive in a world of red fog. It almost has like a Yume Nikki-ish sort of vibe, which interests me. What else has this person directed? Oh, okay. Now I'm very interested. So Hugh is the OG. This is the guy that got ousted by Kadokawa. I've heard this is good too. I'm actually kind of been meaning to watch this, even though I didn't watch it at the time. Okay, 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 okay. We might check this out. It'll be interesting. The competition between Tatsuki's new show, which has no genre text, and OG and season 2 of Kimono Friends, which has comedy, comma. Do you see that? It's just comedy, and then it's like can't just be comedy. Isn't there like a lot of other stuff going on in Kimono Friends? And they're like mystery, action. What do we put here? Isekai? Is Kimono Friends an isekai? I don't know. Okay, anyways. I don't know if this is second season, I don't care. Nah, I don't know. It's got a plane. I like planes. It's got a bunch of girls. Maybe? I don't know. Studio Gemba. What the heck? Oh, this is the version of Berserk that everybody hates, right? Where it's like really bad CG and they just kept using that one sound effect, and that doesn't give me hope. If you're gonna take a property like Berserk, one of the most legendary manga of all time, and just shit out something that nobody likes, I don't have any reason to be confident in your other adaptations of something I haven't even heard of. It's an original. I don't know. Please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me if you know for some reason this is good. I kind of wanted to watch this, Piano no Mori. The manga is really well respected. Gainax is the studio. It's not Gaina. That's a typo. They also made Wuling Baby. What's going on? It's Gainax, who of course I love, even though probably most of what I loved about Gainax is now a trigger, but whatever. So I started watching it. I watched like 3 episodes, I think, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. I just couldn't care. So maybe I should try again. There's a lot of episodes. There's like a 2 core, and now there's a sequel. So it's looking less and less likely. Maybe I'll read the manga sometime. Uh, uh, what? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but I don't think I care. All right. Pastel Memories. The Otaku Girls role-playing game takes a... Okay. Okay. So it's based off like a MOBA game or something. But the premise is kind of interesting. I like stuff that talks about otaku culture and talks about Akiba and kind of tries to manifest like the density of it and like the variety of it. I hated that show, Akiba Trip. That was such a train wreck, but there were aspects of it that I thought were interesting that really focused on like the Akiba-ness of it, the unique and essential place that is Akiba, which really is the Otaku Holy Land. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna be there in like 9 days. Can you believe that? I can hardly believe it. Anyways, so I'm still waiting for like the perfect Akiba show. I don't think it's gonna be this, but maybe, maybe. DJing does something that can't be undone. Live from that world. Oh, no. I don't think so. Go Hands? What are these shows? Oh, no. Okay, goodbye. Circlet Princess. Oh, I like Silverlink. Okay. It's like girls playing esports, but real life, fighting and stuff. See, the thing though, what I like about Silverlink is their slice of life stuff. Nanan Byuri, Mitsubishi Colors, stuff like that. I don't know if they have it in them to do fight scenes. I don't know if I want to watch. I guess Anne Happy had some fight scenes that I thought were kind of fun. They had, oh, and they did this. This has like pretty cool action sequences. So maybe it's worth considering. Esports, gotta love esports. I don't know what this is. Second season or something. I don't care. Mermaid Idols. And then there's like a big city mermaid idols, and then we're looking at the small town mermaid idols. Okay. Cheerful daily life of mermaids who strive their hardest every day. Okay. I would watch the trailer maybe, but I really don't want to have to edit it out, or I'm just too lazy. Plus, it's kind of more fun to not really judge based on anything and just kind of guess what things might be like. This is like, I don't know. I haven't really watched any of these shows. I haven't gotten into Nanoha yet, even though I have every reason to be into Nanoha. I have a friend who really likes White Album, and swears by it. But no, wait, no, he likes White Album too. That's not the same thing, is it? Oh wait, no, yes, it's the same series. But he always says, "Oh, I love White Album too, and I love I guess the studio." All right, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. We've already spent too much time on this one. It's Mermaid Idols. It's either going to be good or bad. What? This kind of seems like fun. It's unconventional looking. Fun and dark 4-coma, but the real life. Yeah, I don't know. I could see that could be pretty fun. I'm reading a series right now that this vaguely reminds me of, called Tokyo Tare yeah, this one. It's really fun. I bought the first localized volume on a total whim, and I quite enjoyed it. I think I'm into josei manga, maybe more than I am shoujo manga. Which seems like this is maybe what this is. Oh, Manga Dex is so great. Oh no, never mind. It's just here. Yeah, I don't know. This could be fun. What studio is doing this? Doesn't say. Huh? We can look at some directors that are listed. Okay, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to learn too much more about this one. This is the sort of show, too, that, like, I might just never get to see it. Like, it might never get picked up by Crunchyroll or anything. It seems unlikely that a independent fansub group will do it. What the heck? Live action, some Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Roger... Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The heck? I don't know. I don't care. This, which I'm pretty sure is by Gainax. I don't think there's a studio called Gaina. Apparently this is a drama. Pretty sure it would be comedy. Cute girls doing cute things and dancing. There's a lot to like about this. It's a 5-minute show. Wait, it is by Gaina. It's not Gainax, but it's Gaina. Oh my, wait, what? Oh my god, all right. Okay, hold on. So it is Gainax. Gainax made a spin-off company called Gaina. You can understand why I'm confused, right? You can, it's not because I'm stupid. It's because it is confusing. By Gaina. See, when I first heard about this show, definitely everything was saying Gainax, which I suppose is, like, technically true. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this sounds like fun. This sounds a lot like fun. It was announced in 2016? What is going on? What is happening with Gaina? What the hell? Okay, I don't know. The art style looks so cool though. If it actually looks like this, if it has like crazy backgrounds like this, and really kind of fluid art with these sort of character designs, I could see myself really liking this. That's 5 minutes, pretty low commitment. So this feels like so inevitable. It doesn't surprise me that it's happening. It kind of feels like the end of the world. So virtual YouTubers, if you don't know, are a thing where you get like a face rigged model, something that can detect your facial movements and your hand movements and stuff, and then animates a cute anime girl. And then you play video games, you talk, you sing, you do normal YouTuber stuff, but as a cute anime girl. And when I first saw this with Kizuna Ai, who I'm pretty sure is still far and away the biggest VTuber, I was like, oh, okay. Like, obviously this was about to happen. But it's then it like kept developing. And she became more and more popular. She like collaborated with PewDiePie or something. There's Nendroids for a lot of these characters. Kizuna Ai has like a scale fig. The anime seemed inevitable, but at the same time, the anime makes no sense because the whole idea of it is that they're YouTubers and that there's like kind of a feeling of authenticity and directness, like where they're doing something not that different than what I'm doing right now, which is just kind of rambling on at a camera for 36 minutes. Um, uh, so to take that and then to like make it scripted again, you see what I'm saying? It's just kind of weird. But I can see the appeal of this because it's like a crossover thing, you know? These are all like famous on their own. I've heard of these four. I don't think I've heard of these four. Oh, what the hell? What? Okay, I was about to say, what I think is weird is that Kizuna Ai, who's like the big pioneer of virtual YouTubers, isn't in this show, but she's doing the theme song or something. Maybe it's like off-brand for to appear with these characters. I don't know. But the shock of this is nothing compared to the shock of this. That Anno is involved with this? What the hell? He's idea cooperation. What does that mean? What? Can anyone explain this to me? Can anyone explain what ideas Anno cooperated with to make this series? Now I kind of want to watch it. Before I had no interest, because I don't watch virtual YouTubers. It just doesn't interest me that much. So I didn't care about some show where presumably they're just going to hang out and BS around and stuff. But Anno is here. What? What's happening? Gaina is making hulaing babies, and Anno is making this, and Trigger is MIA right now? I don't know. Okay. Okay. We'll see. Pure, okay. This looks like it's for kids. Home comedy. I don't know what that means. But I think it's for kids. Alright. Sure. Leftover stuff. I don't think anything I'm currently watching is going to carry into the season. So that's fine. I've heard this is kind of good. Kind of want to pick it up, but whatever. For shorts, I don't care. I don't know what this is, and I don't care. Oh, it's not a lot of shorts. So yeah. Oh, this is exciting. A 6-part film? Does that mean 6 films? Or a film that has 6 parts? Either way, I don't think I'm going to get to see this for a long time, so I shouldn't get too excited. You know, following theatrical releases, it's just torture for yourself. It's better to just forget they exist and then to be pleasantly surprised if they get a local release or the Blu-ray comes out or whatever. Like Liz and the Bluebird. If you don't know, the Blu-ray rips are out. I don't advocate piracy on this channel. I'm not going to tell you where to find them, but they're out there, and that movie is really, really something special. Expect me to talk about it a lot, a lot in the new year. But yeah, like that one, I was like, okay, I guess I'll just see this when I see it. And then it showed up earlier than I expected, which was nice. Whereas in the past, I've been like, I'm going to think about Rebuild of Evangelion 2 every single day. And then that happened for years. And then when I saw it, it was great, but I was about to lose my mind. There's some OVAs. Oh, I started watching this. I'm really enjoying this. I like to watch the rest of it. I started watching a bit of this too. I think I'd rather read the manga maybe. Oh, I don't know. It's quite cool to see the actual games. Wow, they're still making Iki Tosen stuff. Wow. I remember this show being like the ecchi show when I was first getting into anime. So it felt like very kind of mysterious and legendary to me. It would have been when I was like 13-ish. Anyways, okay, so that's the season. Let's put together a little list as we want to do. No, I don't need to download it. Oh yeah, this is my Notepad++ is acting weird. It doesn't like show up. I'll just use regular Notepad. All right. So Def maybe Mob Psycho 2. Kakegurui 2. But that's after I finish the first one, assuming I do that at some point. We'll put Kaguya Sama here. It's like kind of hard to judge a show like that. It all comes down to like the energy it has and sort of how it's animated and how it's presented. So I'll give it a try. Promised Neverland again. Kind of interested, probably more interested in the manga, but whatever. Oh, Endro. I'm gonna put Endro into Death. I find it hard to believe that I'd stop watching something like that, unless it's really bad. Rano-san I'll put here. Kimono Friends 2 we're definitely gonna watch. Even though it's at the point where I almost like don't want it to be good, you know, where it's like it feels wrong if it was good and I really enjoyed it, like I've been betraying the Tatsuki. I'll put his show in here too. Kamuri Kusa. Interesting. Oh yeah, I'll put that there. And this one too. It's like enough that I'll like take a look at it, you know? Let's see what it's like. Yeah. Same with that. And yeah. Okay, so these are the ones that I actually expect to watch all the way through. These are the ones that I'm gonna try, but I would be a little surprised if I watched all the way through if I like them that much. So this season seems pretty reasonable. I'm probably not gonna watch this right away, so I'm realistically watching like 5 things. Okay, alright, that seems pretty good. Why is Notepad staying on top? That's cool, I guess. Let's take a quick look at spring. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Studio Silver. What's that? Oh, interesting. Maybe. Oh, what? Alright, sure. Hell yeah. Okay, this season's gonna be nuts. Even this. Something like this. It could be good. This season, I'm not like this. I'm super pumped for, but everything else, it's kind of like probably the thing I'm looking for second most after that is this, and that's just because Doga Kobo animation just fills my heart with joy, no matter what they're animating. But it's kind of like a middle of the road season. So yeah, let me know. Is there stuff I overlooked, stuff that you know for whatever reason is gonna be good? Um, I'm gonna make videos after I get back from Japan about the stuff I watched this year. Probably a good 2 hours of just talking about anime, so look forward to that. Um, there's like a few shows that I have to get caught up on and finish that I really want to talk about. But I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to do that. Things are pretty crazy busy between Christmas and Japan and stuff, but I'm glad that I had a chance to do this because if I tried to do this after I got back from Japan, it would be really painfully late. Um, so yeah, okay, that's all for now. Bye bye.